Good afternoon.
Wow. I want to say thank you, first of all, to Councillor Moyes through the chair. I have to thank the city and the people I've met, not only today, but since growing up in Willowdale in 1971. Councillor Perks, I sat in your council chair when I ran in 2011 for city council against, in quotes, Mike Layton. And the chair, Councillor Perks, I tell this funny story to Councillor Perks, looked down at me like Senator Palpatine looked at Luke Skywalker because I was sitting in his chair when Sarah Thompson was running for mayor. So it's nice to see all of you here, councillors, and I think the city, as the residents have noted, deserves some thanks. I'm going to hold some of my applause to the end, or quote Caesar and Shakespeare, that perhaps I've come to praise Caesar, perhaps not. 61% of residents believe that councillors are doing a good job. One of my passions and one of the areas of the budget that I'm concerned about is, and it's not a budget line that I'm aware of, is around plant-based nutrition, health, and as I deposed in 2024 at the Environment and Infrastructure Committee that Councillor Sachs was present at, I believe the city should not fund any killing of animals for food. Okay, most of us in this room would agree that we love animals. Many of us believe in social justice. I had a business in 2000, 2004, so I'll introduce that. My name is Jason. I ran Jay's Gourmet. One of my customers was a fellow named Jack Layton. I catered Jack's victory party. And I've had a big passion to get the city, I've worked with other groups to ask the city of Toronto and other cities to no longer do anything that supports the slaughter, like we have Helen's Meat Packers in one of your wards, the destruction of the killing of animals. We also believe, and my research is that plant-based nutrition is healthy for students. The 239,000 students in the Toronto District School Board, through the chair, should see their mental health improve if they consistently have a diet of plant-based foods. So your budget and your choices, as someone mentioned, does impact the health, can combat obesity. All the science that I know of from the Hippocrates Health Institute, a group of doctors in the United States, to my colleagues here in Toronto, would advocate for making sure the budget does not support abattoirs like Helen's Meat Packers, or more, I guess, practically for you folks, the supply and demand, supplying of any products that contain or have been derived from the slaughter of animals. Basically, a plant-based city, to me, is a city that opposes violence, that doesn't just sit as a social justice activist and say, well, I love all humans, all animals, and I want to see, for example, the oppression of Trump and ICE agents in the United States reduced. Then I ask you here as well to do what I do, and it wasn't easy, and it's not always fun to stay on a plant-based diet, but to not fund anything that would support slaughter of animals. Animals, to me, are companions. I think this city has been very good about educating its students, its citizens, to fight Doug Ford on his destruction of wildlife, to encourage citizens to love animals. We have programs in the city that encourage petting dogs and cats for mental health issues. So again, my name is Jason, and it is a pleasure to be before many of you who I've known for many, many years. Some I've met most recently. I work for the Solicitor General's office, so it's not my first rodeo, and I don't like rodeos. Thank you, Councillor Perks, and all the deputants. It's been an honor.
Thank you. And in the words of Palpatine, good, Jason, good. I can feel your anger. It gives you focus and it gives you strength. Are there any questions? No?